Good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to be talking about our unknown angles. This is going to be our second day of talking about unknown angles. And today it's going to be just a little bit more challenging. We have a couple more steps that we're going to have to do in order to figure out the angle x. Let's review really quick. A straight angle is 180 degrees. Remember, a straight angle looks like this. Then we have a circle that's 360 degrees if you go all the way around the circle. So if I have a ray here and I go all the way around, that's 360 degrees. And then we have a right angle, which is 90 degrees. And we always know when there's a right angle because it gives us that little clue with the little square in the corner. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started for tonight. We're going to do 3 problems together. And these problems may look similar to the ones that we were doing today in class. So let's look at this problem first. The first thing that we need to decide, we have 2 angles given, and then one we don't know what it is. However, we know that since it's along a straight angle, that the total of this is 180 degrees. So we know that 20 plus x, because we don't know what x is, plus 45 degrees equals 180 degrees. Again, we know that because it's along that same straight angle. We just have to put these 2 pieces together. Now that's the equation I would write for this problem, but what I would do to solve this is I would add 20 plus 45, so I'm adding these 2 angles together, which would give me 65 degrees. And then I'm going to subtract that total. I'm going to subtract 65 from my total straight angle. So then the next step would be to do 180 degrees minus 65 degrees. I'm going to have to borrow from my neighbor. Cross that out. So this angle here is 115 degrees. And the way I could write that is x equals 115 degrees. Now again, these have multiple steps in them, so you're going to have to be careful so you don't get tripped up. Let's look at this second problem. Again, 2 angle measurements are given. We know that this angle here is 20, and this angle here is 9 degrees. And we need to figure out what x is. The total of this angle, since it has this little square in it, is 90 degrees. So we know that 20 degrees plus x, because we don't know what that is, plus 9 degrees equals 90 degrees, because it's drawn within a right angle. Now to solve this one, I'm going to add 20 degrees. I'm going to add 9 degrees to that. So I'll get 29 degrees, and then I'll have to subtract that from 90 degrees. So then I have to borrow from my neighbor, so this becomes 8. So the total of x is 61 degrees, and again the way that I write that is x equals 61 degrees. It's important that you know how to write an equation for this problem and using x as our variable. So we don't know what x is, but we can include it in our equation. Now this last one is a little bit trickier. Our total amount for this, if it's a full circle, no matter what, the total is 360 degrees. So we have this angle given here, which is 75 degrees. Then we have this one here given, which is 100 degrees. I'm going to kind of separate this one. And then we have this one here, which is 28 degrees. And then we don't know what this angle is here, but we need to include it in our equation. So plus x is going to equal a total of 360 degrees. Now I'm going to add up the 3 known angles, and then I'm going to subtract it from 360. So if we do 100 plus 75, that's 175 degrees, plus 28, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the 10 over. So this angle here is 203 degrees, so x equals 203 degrees. Oh wait, I messed up. I forgot to do a step. this is the total of these. I'm so sorry. But what I needed to do was to take 360 degrees and subtract this total, because that's all of these combined is 203 degrees. So you want to make sure you don't miss that step as well. And then, so then you subtract the total amount. This becomes 10. So really, this is 157 degrees, which makes a lot more sense. Sorry about that mix-up. Make sure you practice it carefully at home. Now, tonight you're going to do 3 different problems that are just like these. If you didn't understand, it's okay. We're going to be practicing in class tomorrow again with unknown angles, but I would like for you to at least try so I can help you with your error and your mistakes later if you have some. Hopefully you won't have any. Again, please make sure you're doing them carefully. Here are the problems for tonight. Okay, go ahead and copy these into your journal and solve for x. You must have an equation, and you must show all work. I know that some of you can do this work in your head, but I would like to see it on paper so I can see your thinking. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.